What's going on YouTube today? I have my buddy Clayton here, and he had a pretty spicy deck profile, so I thought I'd get it. So,
yeah, we're bringing the jank today.
Yeah, let's just get right into it then.
All right, we'll get right into it. So, starting off, we have the Shaddoll portion of the deck with a Falco, Dragon, Genius, Hedgehog, Squamata, Beast, all at one copy, with 2 copies of Wendy.
Nice.
So we've got pretty much the gambit of utility ones, partnered with 2 of the ones that let you summon from deck. Specifically, she is a psychic type monster that'll come in later.
Nice.
After that, we move into the dragon portion of this with, actually we'll move into the chaos portion of this with Chaos Emperor Dragon, the Dragon of Armageddon, Black Luster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, and Wyver Burster, as well as Black Dragon Collapse Weapon.
That's hot.
Yeah, this thing actually has a lot of recursive tools to it. It can let you get banished cards back, which is great. It also can be special summoned out of the extra deck using its own effect, which is great for a pendulum card. BLS is always going to be a house. You can never convince me otherwise. And these 2 are a built-in little engine on their own with Chaos Space.
Hell yeah.
We have, after that, we have Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, kind of a staple of any dragon deck. Then we move into the Hieratic portion of this with double Sue, double E-Set, and double Tefnuit. Tefnuit is a Cyber Dragon for the deck.
Okay.
E-Set can be a normal summon without tributing, which is great to set up Hieratic Dragon of Sue, who can tribute any Hieratic monster to special summon itself. You can also tribute any Hieratic monster to pop a spell trap. So it gives you some back row hate. It also is great because when any Hieratic monster is tributed, they special summon a normal dragon monster from deck.
Oh, okay.
It's actually hand deck or graveyard, but its attack and defense is reduced to 0.
Gotcha.
So just imagine if you bought them all.
So then, so you're sort of just like using these as like instead of like the Rocket Dragon pack, you're using these instead, basically.
Correct. So they're going to go into some of the Dragon Link cards, kind of like the Hieratic Seal of Heavenly Spheres. It's kind of neat to keep them in archetype.
Yeah, right?
But the other nice thing about it is particularly the normal dragons that I'm running are Labradorite Dragon and Galaxy Serpent.
And they're tuners as well.
They are both tuner monsters. It's a 2-star and a 6-star. And that's going to be really important for when we get into the extra deck.
Gotcha.
The next part of the package is that I am running 3 Psyframe Gear Gammas with the single driver to turn it on.
Yep.
These are also important because they are 2-star tuners that are psychic monsters.
Gotcha.
Which leads into the newest spicy tech card of the deck. I put in 2 emergency teleports.
Freshly off the list.
Freshly quarantined into semi-limited. So I have 5 targets in deck for this. The 5 targets in deck are I have 2 of the Shaddoll Wendies, or I have the 3 Psyframe Gammas. The Gammas are 2-star tuners for synchro plays, and the Wendies are Shaddolls, which are always great for utilizing 1 super polymerization on either player's turn.
Oh man.
So you can literally have an empty board, go in with an E-Telly, get out a Shaddoll, and you have instant fusion materials to interact with your opponent. It was really fun doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
Also, a Wendy on board is hard to get rid of with a card effect because it'll summon a card from deck.
Exactly.
So you kind of commit a battle phase.
Yeah. And this card wrecked me today. It was pretty sad.
Yeah, I felt bad with the one game where I drew all 3 of them. It's like, ooh, that would normally be a brick, except for that you can play them both.
Right.
So the next card is Triple Shaddoll Fusion, kind of a no-brainer for any deck running Shaddolls.
Always negate this. I lost because I didn't.
Yes, always negate the Shaddoll Fusion.
It was so sad.
After that, we have a consistency card with Hieratic Seal of Convocation. Surprisingly, I never brick on this card.
So this just searches any of your Hieratics then?
Correct. So if you need a normal summon, you can grab E-Set If you need a special summon, you can grab Tefnuit. And if you already have one of those two, you can grab Sue to get your engine going.
Gotcha. And these are not hard once per turns, correct?
They are not once per turn at all. They are just straight up Rhoda.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It got limited when Hieratics were a thing, and for some reason they just took it off.
Wow.
We're running double Chaos Space. This is particularly helpful because the Shaddolls are all darks, the Hieratics are all light, so it really helps the engine of the deck get going. Any of the 4 Chaos monsters are all valid targets for this.
Hey, Steven. Anyways, sorry for the interruption.
You are good. Then for any deck that is going to be jank and you got to try and be competitive, I've got 3 triple tacks and 3 lightning storms.
Right, so are you trying to go second mostly or first with this deck?
This is mostly a power second deck.
Gotcha.
It has some first turn plays, but realistically, you almost need to side if you think that you're going to be going first.
Gotcha.
And we'll go over that in a little bit here.
So that's the whole main deck then.
That is the main deck.
Spicy.
The extra deck is 15 power-ups. There is no duplicates in here.
Gotcha.
Starting with synchros, we have Ultimaya Zulkin, which with Labradorite Dragon means that any Hieratic you can tribute in, have a 6-star, and you have a 6-star tuner with Labradorite.
Gotcha.
They're both gone, you get Ultimaya Zulkin, which of course means that you have to be running Crystal Wing.
Yep.
After that, we have Coral Dragon. Coral Dragon is a dragon monster, so it's got that synergy. It's a synchro. More importantly, it's a tuner, so it can be a backup option into Ultimaya Zulkin. It can also work with Crystron Halki Fibrax that we'll get to in a sec.
Gotcha, okay.
Where you can banish Halk for this. Then we have Borreload and the power of the synchro pool, Chaos Ruler.
Gotcha.
Chaos Ruler, if he sends any of your Shaddolls off of its Mill 5 effect, their effects prop.
That's awesome.
So he goes absolutely ape. After the synchro package, we go into the fusions. We're running one of Apkalone, Shek, Winda, and Construct.
Nice.
These you can use your own monsters for. I have an Earth monster to play, and then Shek is just great.
Yeah, and they're also like good super poly targets, obviously, if you need them.
All Shaddolls are great super poly targets. Speaking of, the remaining 2 fusion monsters are Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, who is probably one of the best just super poly out-win game, and then Mud Dragon of the Swamp. If you're playing against somebody who has like similar attributes, you can just go into that and get them out of there.
Gotcha.
Lastly, for the Link monsters, we are running 1 Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. Neat little tech tactic on your own turn. You contribute this to special summon Sue, and that lets you special summon Darkness Metal Dragon out of your deck. Because this card specifically will summon the dragon when it is tributed, not just by its own effect.
Gotcha, that's awesome.
We have Crystron Halka Fibrax, Predaplant Verte Anaconda, and Draco Masters of Tenny.
Okay.
Important thing to note, I do not run Dragoon. I do not plan on running Phoenix, the Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer. This thing is almost exclusively used for Super Poly, and if it's not, you can use it as a clutch Shaddoll fusion from deck.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty smart, actually.
This thing is a surprising piece of tech that most people aren't ready for. This guy can destroy a number of effect monsters on field equal to the number of normal monsters that you have on the field or in your grave.
Gotcha.
So if I link climb with Halka Fibrax into Galaxy Serpent...
Yeah, because the tuners do summon out our normals off this.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And I also have the driver in here, so I can destroy up to 3 cards with this
That's
thing.
actually decent.
And it can't be destroyed by effect monsters in battle.
Pretty good, actually. Not bad. I like
It's not bad. I wish I had the Black Luster Soldier to Link monster instead. That's the intended goal. But this is the next best Link 3.
Gotcha.
For the sideboard, I'm going to break the rules a little bit and show a spell purely because when I'm going first, we're going into the Masked Hero Darklaw package. Putting a Macrocosmos on board that also has the ability to just rip one from your opponent's grip. It's pretty spicy.
That is really spicy. I like it.
It also will take any of the Dark Shaddolls and fire off their effect on field.
Yeah.
For being turned into that.
Not bad.
A new card that I'm running is Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend. This might actually replace Borreload. It's got crazy monster pop, but more importantly, it's a cowboy for winning rounds.
Yeah.
And this deck spends so much time interacting with other people. I went to time in the round twice in this. It really is nice to have that backup option in a game 3 to just hit the board and win. Next, we have 2 Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. I don't have a lot of room outside of that because I am siding the extra deck monsters, so this kind of fits the other 2 of Scarlet.
Gotcha.
Triple Droll, Triple Denko, Triple Lancia. Banish Graveyard Control is really a big part of the current meta, and I feel like Lancia does a good job of that.
Yep, definitely.
Denko is something that almost nobody expects when you just drop a card and you're like, oh, how's that back row treating you?
All right, you better have judgment.
Yeah, better have it. And then Droll is good for particular decks that are just like spending way too much time drawing and searching.
Nice.
So there is the deck profile. This deck does not have very many like straight lines, but it can play through almost any board.
That's awesome.
There's a reason that it's a power going second because it just wants to interact with what your opponent's doing.
Gotcha. That's dope. Yeah. Dragon Shaddoll Chaos Shenanigans. So.
Shenanigans indeed.
Right? Well, thanks for the deck profile, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for letting me cover it. I was really excited for this.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.